You guys are the party.
It's our house is the party. We don't need like we are having it's a slumber party every night.
Hey guys, Lexi here, and of course I'm with my main man Hunter. And we actually listened to Totally SF podcast last week with Heather Knight and Peter Hartlaub, and we were so honored because they put Hunter and I in their quarantine house. And so if you guys haven't been seeing these going around Twitter and the internet, is who you would have in your quarantine house during this time. So,
a quarantine house draft.
It's
a draft.
It's basically a draft. We were so honored and so moved that we were put in someone's house.
Peter picked this for his house, and it was an awesome house.
It was
All
an
of our
awesome
people
house.
were great. I'm ready for this house party.
And Renelle was in it too, Renelle Brooks, which is awesome.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I hope she would announce our names every morning when we come for breakfast.
She can sing, she's always in a good spirit, she's so fun. She
Yeah.
always just changes the vibe of the whole place.
Yeah, so we did have a good house. So thank you for that, Peter, if you happen to be watching this video. And just so you know, Peter, you are always welcome in either of our quarantine houses.
Yes.
So Hunter and I thought it would be cool to come up with our own quarantine house. And so the rules would be, you can't include any of our friends and family. It could be literally it has to be pretty much a celebrity.
All right, you didn't look at my list, did you?
No, I didn't look at it.
Okay, oh, well I have some alternates, so I'm good.
Okay, so you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, my first person in my quarantine house would be Lizzo. I love her music, I love her vibe. She's very much about having a body positive image, mental health, looking within, and I just feel like during a quarantine time, she'd just be so clutch. Like,
oh my God,
making sure that you stay sane, playing good music, meditation, helping like put out positive energy.
I love that pick.
I feel like she'd be good as hell.
Good as hell. We just saw like one of her meditations when this first happened, and like it was really the initial fear of it, and like she like played the flute and hummed the song, and like it's just
she even
just
played
has
a new
this,
instrument.
Her spirit is like rays of the sun, and just like it's just like this pink cloud of just amazing. I love her.
And I feel like I could learn a lot from her.
I feel like my first pick is kind of like the male version of Lizzo without music, but just automatic awesomeness.
Oh, okay. We're moving on to yours. Okay.
Oh, are you not done talking
this
about
Lizzo party has ended.
Are you not done talking
No, I'm good.
Are we, keep going.
I love Lizzo, that's it. I think she'd be a great addition.
Lizzo is amazing.
Who's yours?
Okay, so my first pick, I do think is kind of like they bring the vibe, and like they're gonna make the house epic.
I think I know who you're talking about.
My first one is Dwayne Johnson.
The
The Rock, baby, he's in my quarantine house. If you don't love The Rock, I don't know what planet you're on or why, because this guy has the smile, he has the smoldering, the smoldering look, the just affirmations, the humor, the pranks. I would just love to have any time with The Rock, man. He's just the ultimate, and he's my first pick, guaranteed.
Yeah, that's a good one. I saw you write that one down, and I was like, shoot, that is such a good one.
I told you not to be looking as I was writing down.
Yeah,
she's over here trying to cheat off of my paper.
We don't know what each other has.
So Lizzo and The Rock, we're looking good so far.
Yeah, my next one, I love to laugh, and I also really love to challenge the way I view things and like take in the world. So I think a great addition to my quarantine house would be Dave Chappelle. I feel like he would bring a good vibe, be very chill about everything. He just wouldn't be like totally crazy about the house being in order or like us sticking to a routine. And yeah, he's so smart that I feel like he'd keep us informed, entertained, and just constantly remind us that like nothing is that serious. Like, let's just chill. Let's just chill.
That's a good pick. You watch a lot of his stand-up.
I do
like
love
he's
Dave Chappelle.
just like genius. Like, so yeah, obviously that's a good pick.
And I feel like he would also encourage me to think outside the box and look at things differently, and I feel like he'd be good for the soul.
Are you done with Chappelle yet? You need a few more things. This one, I don't know the person other than the movie we saw that was based on her life.
Oh yeah.
I just like love the character and love like what she had done. This character, Molly Bloom is her name. She was like an Olympian that like suffered all of this like, crazy pain with like Olympics. But then she went on and ran like these underground poker games. And legally. Plus we need someone that knows how to throw a party, knows how to like make it fun, understands poker and gaming, because I love board games. Anyone that's that competitive, that's done Olympics, run poker games, done all of this. So like we can have great competitions, great board games, great fun.
The minute you stepped in, competition is started.
I know, The Rock, Molly Bloom, like I like to compete, I like to play. This is my house. I want it to be a good time. It's only gonna get better from here. So Molly Bloom, I would like to have her to run, you know, to organize the parties at the house.
She does have a lot of latouche. So my next person would be, who I just think we'd be best friends, is Amelia Clark. We have met before. She did
That's
say
such a good one.
She would come to my wedding. But I just feel like she'd be so uplifting and she's always in a good mood, and I just feel like she'd be just a fun addition to my quarantine house, and I feel like we'd be like best friends.
Maybe we could reshoot the last
season of Game of
and make
Thrones.
her like win and be this amazing, awesome. Can we like redo our own version?
I have a green screen, it's fine.
I mean, I know you love producing.
Yeah.
We have all this time, we might as well make a new story.
But yeah, Amelia Clark, she's adorable. I feel like we'd be best friends in real life, and you know, maybe she could teach me Dothraki.
I love it. I love it. All right, so we good on Amelia Clark? We're on to the next one. So my next one is another one that goes along with the theme of, you know, not necessarily like competition, but like fun to play games with, like having a good time every night. I'm all about fun. I'm all about play, and these are people that love to play. And this one is Richard Blevins, AKA he's known as Ninja, the Fortnite master. Ninja. But like, if
so you have your card, your board games, and your video games.
Yeah, card games, board games, video games. I'm setting up like the ultimate playhouse. And he is super funny. If you follow his like social media feed, he just does like the funniest things, and he's just always positive. And he's just got such, once again, another guy with like a great attitude, a great way of viewing life, always having fun, always bringing it, and he just seems like such a good person to hang out with.
Okay.
So Ninja, you're in my house, homie.
The next person I would have in my house, of course, you need a good chef to kind of keep things spiced up, and my number one choice would be the executive chef over at Shake Shack. Karen Gannis, I think is how you say his last name. If you guys don't follow him on the socials, you should. Every day, he is cooking something amazing for his family. Like this, he had this big like hawk thing of like prosciutto, and I just feel like he would be so great to have in the house. Like I look at his stories every day that he's cooking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, your kids are so lucky. So
yeah, well, he's a great.
I'm literally
we've actually met him, and he's just such
the nicest guy, the nicest guy in the world, and of course an amazing chef. And he is more than welcome to be in my fictional quarantine house or in my real quarantine house.
To kind of like, you know, snowball off of that, I obviously picked a chef as well, because you want to have the greatest food while you're stuck in quarantine.
Yeah.
And I picked one of, like, there's so many great chefs out there, but this guy just like, I feel like he gets me in every way, and he does pork so well. I picked Chris Shepherd. And we know him personally. He is the nicest, most amazing, just absolute salt of the earth. Chris Shepherd and The Rock hanging out with Bloom and Ninja. Let's go. We're gonna be crushing good food, playing games all night, having the best time ever, throwing the greatest parties. Chef, get in my house.
You
Let's
can't
go.
throw a party. It's a quarantine house. You guys are the party.
It's our house is the party. We don't need like we are having it's a slumber party every night. Party over here, party over there. We don't ever need, we like don't ever end quarantine. We're good. The first one that I went to from his was like Underbelly. I know he has Blacksmith is one he's a partner in. What's Georgia James? Georgia James is his new one. It's crazy good. And then the like 1/5 or something. Or
yeah.
And that one's like rotating, but he's just unbelievable, and he's so kind and humble and awesome. So
yeah.
That's my chef.
Don't worry, Lizzo, Dave, John, and Amelia. We're having our own party. It's a different kind of party,
yeah.
But we're having our own party. Don't you worry about it.
I mean, you got music and like the highest end comedy. I mean, yours are A-list of A-list celebrities. I'm kind of like.
Hey, Lex. Okay, last and definitely not least, and I love her so much, and I just feel like she would have the best, not only the best advice for you during quarantine. I feel like she'd be so comforting and amazing and like positive and kind of, I don't know, like I feel like during quarantine there's a lot of like reflection time, and so I feel like she could like help you through whatever it is you're feeling or whatever it is that you're kind of processing. So I do feel like Oprah would be really great and supportive during this time, and I also feel like she would have the best quarantine houses to choose from.
I mean, yeah.
Anywhere between like
classic pick.
She would probably fly us all out privately to Hawaii, her Hawaii house, or if we wanted to stay in the like mainland, then we could stay at like her Santa Barbara house, which is absolutely amazing from what I've Googled.
Yeah, she would be just so fun to like pick her brain and to like work
yeah,
with,
and she would like challenge you mentally too, and I feel like you'd read a lot of books with her and just like
wonderful book club.
Definitely be in the meditation realm, which I think she'd get along with Dave and Lizzo. I think John likes Oprah. I think he'd have no problem, you know, cooking with her and doing that. We know Oprah loves food, so. And of course, Amelia Clark. I feel like Amelia Clark can stick in any quarantine house and she'd be good.
Your house is way more chill than my house, way more zen.
Yeah, we're gonna like totally come out and lighten. I'm really digging my house.
Yeah,
I wish this was like my squad.
I do feel like your house is gonna be like clean and neat, minus Dave Chappelle, like.
I feel like Dave will probably be clean.
He's clean and neat. My house,
or would at least keep it in his room.
My house seems a little chaotic, you know? And so this is where my fifth pick kind of ties in to, and like not many people know this guy, and I actually just found out about him, and I'm super intrigued about him right now. Okay. So we learned about this guy.
I think I know who it is.
Yeah,
already.
From the Midnight Gospel, and in one of the episodes. So his name is Damien Eccles, and he was a prisoner on death row for 20 years. He was in self-isolation for 10 years. And in prison, he learned like all sorts of like, I guess it's called high magic. He wrote a book called High Magic. And really it's just kind of like deep meditation and like aligning with the light, aligning with the divine light, and then emanating that out to the world.
Yeah, and it's like energy, right?
Yeah, it's like energy, and like, so some of his principles, and this is why he is so welcome in my house. First of all, he was in self-isolation for 10 years. He knows how to create workouts. He knows how to be alone. He knows how, like, really crazy good at meditating.
How to really free the mind.
How to really free the mind. He talks about astral projection, even though he doesn't like to call that. It's something I want to learn how to do. But his things are like about having a schedule, cleaning. This is a big reason he's here. It's like, I need him to teach me how to clean. He says that like cleaning is like so good for like your energy and for like banishing bad energy, and about like working out to pick up your energy, and about like clearing your mind of all distractions and like getting completely focused on what it is that you want to accomplish. So like just that mind mastery, he is my person that I'm going to go into and learn that, and like keep the house clean, keep us sane, stop any of the fighting that happens from any of the competitions.
Too much competition.
Yeah, because it's a lot. So he's the balancing of forces, and we're gonna have the great food, we're gonna have the great fun, and then we're gonna put it all together in the right direction.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're gonna come out of your quarantine a beast mode in competition.
I know. I mean, it's gonna definitely keep me ready for baseball. That's for sure. Because The Rock is not letting me get weak. The Damien Eccles isn't letting me get weak, and
Molly Bloom definitely.
Molly Bloom, yeah, Olympian. So I gotta stay sharp. I gotta stay on my game.
Yeah.
But I really loved his episode. It's the third episode in Midnight Gospel, which is really wild stuff.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out on Netflix, be sure to check it out.
It's interesting.
Crazy stuff. I would have one alternate.
Who?
I would say maybe like Clooney.
Yeah, I had a feeling, like I was wondering why George Clooney wasn't in yours.
I would say Clooney, or like.
Why do you want Clooney in your house?
No, because he's a cool guy, and we met him in Fiji. We did meet him in Fiji, fun fact. Anytime I could say this, anytime I could drop this story, I do. We met him in Fiji when we were on our honeymoon, and he like kind of, Hunter hates when I do this.
No,
he
kind of fangirl. He did not.
He
did not. Alexis, we were at dinner one time, and we were sitting where like I was here and she was there, and like Clooney sat at a table over here, and she could not
like a radar went off.
She was like, so I was sitting here looking at her, and she could only look at Clooney, and I was like, can you like keep your head this way? And there was like this force pulling her, like it was like, she's like, I can't stop. I was like, leave him alone, let him eat.
It's George Clooney.
He's just a guy.
But he did know who Hunter was. He said he liked your stockings.
But anyway, my alternates.
George Clooney knows who Hunter is. This is amazing. And I met his wife.
My alternates.
I just wanted to be like, tell me about your twins. What's going on? How's life? But they were actually really nice and really down to earth and so sweet.
They were super
Hunter
nice.
hates them.
They were super nice.
Literally, probably the biggest highlight of my whole honeymoon.
Alexis couldn't even talk when they were around. Like she like clammed up so hard, and like I mean I was just like hey I don't know, like Alexis couldn't even talk.
I couldn't talk. Well, and I don't really get like starstruck, but for whatever reason.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't get. Who else have I gotten starstruck with?
I don't know. What other stars have you seen? You freak out when you see people.
No, I don't. I was a little intimidated because you had an Academy Award winner, a human rights lawyer, and then a World Series champion. And I was like, what the F am I doing in this group?
They did ask her, they're like, what do you do? And she's like, I'm a YouTuber. And they're like, what's that?
Yeah, I was like, don't worry about it. I was like, tell me more about you. How's life?
All right, so
Oh yeah. Back to the quarantine house.
My alternates are Anita Moorjani. I think she'd be great.
Anita Moorjani is an author who had a near-death experience.
She's amazing. Like if you've ever read her books, yeah, it's just an incredible story. Dying to Be Me is her first book, and I read both of her, or two of her books, and it's just an incredible story. But even if you like watch her YouTube or whatever, she's just so delightful. She's kind of got that and it's just like I would just love to have tea with her and relax and hear her laugh, and like I just think she's just great. She's just amazing, and I wanted to throw her some love. She's welcome to my quarantine house.
Okay, who's the other?
My last one would be Daryl Anka. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Nobody really knows who he is.
If you want to get to know him,
you can look him up. But he's done he did like the Star Trek special effects, and just an incredible guy, and has some amazing talents that I'm very interested in. So he would be in my house for that reason. I would love to learn from him, basically.
Well, there you have it, you guys. Our quarantine houses. We'd love to read about yours, so be sure to comment below who would be the 5 people in your quarantine house. And I hope you guys are staying safe, staying at home, and yeah, until next time, you guys, I'll see you in the chat. Bye! If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, let me know in the comments below who would be in your quarantine house. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that sub button. And I'll see you guys in the chat. Bye!